Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PMP. I have some incredibly breaking news. I mean, everybody has been looking at the story all freaking day long. And it's official. University of Southern California and the University of California, Los Angeles are officially Big Ten members. Now, what does this mean? This means after the Texas and OU transitioned into the SEC, now conferences are starting to scramble to see what they could get. That's why the Big 12 got 4 more teams to counterfeit over Texas and OU. Now, we see 2 other prominent schools going to a prominent conference. Not saying the Pac-12 isn't. It's a little bit more of a prominent conference going into the Big Ten. Now, what does this mean for USC and UCLA? Now, they won't go into the Big Ten until the start of the 2024 season. Now, that's when the Pac-12 network contracts expire. So, what does that mean for the Pac-12 itself? Losing USC and UCLA to the Big Ten. Well, they could start finding other schools, just like how the Big 12 easily got 4 more schools like UCF, Houston, Cincinnati, BYU. Now, you can look into the Mountain West Conference. You could go into Boise State, Utah State, Fresno State, Hawaii, Nevada. From the Mountain West Conference, you can even go to the Big 12 and try to steal Oklahoma State. You could try to steal Baylor, Texas Tech, TCU. Those schools have a much better market than Boise, Idaho. Let's be honest. But Boise State, to me, makes the most sense because I care about geographics more than market value, which I should probably care more about the market value of a school than geographics. That's why we got West Virginia in the Big 12. Now we're seeing UCF and Cincinnati. Now the Big 12's everywhere, in the East Coast to the Midwest. Now you have the Pac-12, who just lost 2 South Division members going into the 2024 season. Now, the Big Ten, this is big for the Big Ten because you got numerous rivalries. Now you just added in 2 California schools, and the distance is way different than what Texas and OU have to deal with. Texas and OU, they fit the mold in the SEC. Excuse me. That's why I'm not angry about seeing Texas and OU. This was a complete wrench to the. I can't even. I'm at a loss for words for this. This is huge. And what does this mean for the college football platform? It means that nobody is safe unless you're the Big Ten and the SEC. Now, the ACC, they're lucky for the next, 14 years. But in order for teams to move out of the ACC, they would have to go through legal battles. And personally, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to deal with that. And the teams that would probably leave out of the ACC more than likely would be Clemson and Florida State. I mean, That's the most likely source. Am I right or am I wrong? And I just wanted to make a quick video because this is big news. This is the type of news I was waiting for. You know, I mean, yes, we've seen a lot of trades, this is that, but excuse my language, but this is big fucking news for the college football world. USC, arguably a 6-star school. UCLA, arguably a 5-star school. Maybe a 6-star. That's how prominent these schools are to the Pac-12. And what's the biggest marketplace in the Pac-12? Nobody can't say, well, you still got Oregon. Yeah, Oregon's got the next big marketplace, but you're competing with Eugene, Oregon. You're comparing Eugene, Oregon to Los Angeles. Los Angeles has a wide span of marketplace. Probably the best marketplace you could possibly ask for, unless you're Las Vegas. I am completely shocked and baffled, but I'm not against this at all. And we're about to see something that college football has never seen before. Super conferences. We're probably going to see the Power 5 turn into the Power 4 next couple of years, and then the Power 2. Why do I say 2? Because the last two remaining are going to be the SEC and the Big Ten. Why is that, TJ? Why? Because the ACC lacks competition compared to the Big Ten and the SEC. The only team that actually has competed with either one of those conferences has been Clemson in the past 5 to 10 years. Florida State, yeah, back when they had that one-hit run. And then they completely lost themselves in the playoffs, the first year of the playoffs against Oregon. Now, the recruiting is going to hurt a lot for these Pac-12 schools because you're losing a lot of Los Angeles kids to the Big Ten. So Ohio State can get in there. Michigan can get in there. Penn State. And honestly, I'm surprised that Iowa State hasn't tried to even get close to the Big Ten. That's a thought. Why isn't Iowa State trying to get into the Big Ten? Or can they? Y'all leave it. Y'all let me know in the comments because this is a shocking development for the entire college football world. Huge news. I've never in my life would have thought USC, let alone just USC in general, would leave the Pac-12 or back when they were dominant, the Pac-10. UCLA as well. I never thought they would leave the Pac-12, let alone to go to the Big Ten. This is 2022 has been the most interesting year of football. High school, college, NFL, USFL, everything. From chicken salad to Texas getting Arch Manning, which is also big news that I should have brought up, but I didn't. Because it's only a commitment. Did he sign yet? We don't know yet. We will find out. But I am sure that will come along soon. But USC and UCLA to the Big Ten. Let me know how y'all feel about this. This is great for football. Expansion and possibly playoff expansion. Y'all got to think about the bigger picture. Because I am. I'm TJ Riddell. And you're watching the cream of the crop of all sports podcasting. You're watching the PMP. Thank you for watching if you were on the stream, and thank you for supporting us. God bless everyone, and shout out to Uvalde, Texas. Shout out to anybody who has dealt with any tragedy as of late, because we all need love, and we got it for the love of football. Thank you, and good night.